A phone call. I'm currently working, so give me one moment. Okay, I do apologize for that. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume up a little bit higher because I noticed in some of my last videos my voice barely got over the intro music, and I also got rid of the intro music. Yeah, it's still there. All right. So I got rid of the like the music in the background. It was just too loud, and I wanted people to hear me. So I do apologize for that pause. All right, right at the beginning, right as I started my live stream. I'm technically at work, and I don't have this job. This whole side project with like YouTube and for the most part Twitch. Although I haven't been on Twitch lately, but this whole thing is a side gig. I have to pay my bills some other way. So I'm at work. I work from home though, so there's certain liberties I get away with because I work from home. Either way, my name is the OG Lena Immortal, and you're on Off the Cuff. We're gonna go ahead, and today is the event for the new Data Live event, Data Lane. Nice play on words there, and we're going to go ahead. First thing we do before we even get in there is we're going to open up, check out this opening video. And this is kind of the event that's going on here, the newest collab event with Data Live. Oh, there's no music. That does damper things. And I can't. The thing is, I can't get back in out, like move out, and turn on the music just to watch this. But then again, at the same time, the music tends to drown out my voice. So, of course, we got the main love interest, I guess, the horny little emotionless girl, the little girl. Haven't met these two characters yet. Now, I've since this was announced and I saw who was coming in. I decided to go watch it because mainly for that the character Kurumi. I don't know anything about Data Live, but that one character, like I don't know what it is about her. I like her. Like she's just something is really intriguing about her. I don't know. Maybe it's the one of her eyes is a fucking yellow clock. I don't know. It's just like it's something about her so interesting. Now there's the sister. I know some of these characters. There's Toka. There's Origami. I remember her. And then, of course, there's going to be the little Yoshino, right? Yoshino. Yeah, Yoshino. Just Yoshino. No last names. Toko shouldn't even have a last name. The twins that have yet to be met. And then, of course, Kurumi. We got a dorm theme. Yay. Zero music. So I started watching Day Alive. Absolutely not impressed right now. It is trying. The thing that's kind of setting me off right now on it is there's a lot of cringe. They're basically like a guy who's not used to picking up girls and kind of has a little siscon thing going on for himself is trying to.
あらあら、ここは一体どこでして？気づかぬうちに世界を渡ってしまったということですの？何やら面白いことになりそうですわね。いえいえ、何でもありませんわ。とにかく自己紹介をさせていただきましょう。はじめまして、時崎くるみと申しますわ。それで、あなたのお名前は？
So, Kurumi was going to be on a 7-day timer, and you do the events to unlock her. That's at least. By the way, if you haven't checked it out, check out Azur Lane meta data mine for this event. He goes through. He's very ALM is very good at analyzing what what the abilities are on these new ships and how you can possibly use them and how they stack against the other hundreds upon hundreds of other ships out there. And the way it was initially said is that she was going to be on the timer. You can't unlock her until after the 7 days. But it looks like what they're doing here is that they do this a lot with, especially with the young kid versions of all the ships, is that they give you the ship initially, and you have to do either missions or loyalty points. More often it's loyalty points, but you have to do missions or loyalty points to keep them, but you'll get them initially. And so that looks like what's going to happen here. That wasn't how I was expecting it to happen, and neither was ALM. He did mention that he was her kit was the most interesting of all of them. And he says, must pick up. I really want to try it out. Too bad I can't do it day one. Looks like that's not a big deal. He's going to be able to do that day one. He's going to be able to test her out day one. But he just won't be the keeper until after 7 days. And so it won't be officially kept. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go do this real quick since I'm on here. Oh. Okay. I am getting close. As you know, it's like I'm like improving basically crap skills on elite ships. And that's because all of my SR and UR ships, all their skills are all maxed, the good and the bad. And I'm going through and trying, I get to do okay. So if you notice right here, just around this area, over here, I'd see where I'm touching. But it looks like I can quick finish up to 10 of these a day, which is great. But I don't tend to use them because they eat through my skill books like nobody's business, and soon I'll be just dealing with elite skill books because I will have none of the gold ones. I would only have purple ones or below. And after a while, it's just like I just it eats away your skill books. And in my opinion, it kind of forces you to buy skill books from various sources, oftentimes using like going through their premium service to get certain skill books, because you got all the skill books you can get in game for free, and now you're going to have to use gems to get the other skill books. And so I see that event as good as it is to speed things up. I see that event as a way to kind of siphon more money out of you because you need gems because you're out of skill books. So I don't like that really all that much, but I'm getting that a lot. Another key thing is, and I do want to go through this. Another key thing, as you notice, is that my weakest ship, my lowest level ships are 98. I have 100% collection. I have all but 3, well, now 4, all but 4 collab event ships, with, of course, including the collab event ships coming in today. And so I do a lot of commissions, and so slowly but surely they've been all getting leveled up, and to the point where they're now the lowest level I have. I don't like that 4-hour one. It's not very, like 4 hours for only 180, where I can get the same. I can get more of in 2 hours. I like no. It's like I don't get that. It's like it's so inefficient. I don't like to do the 4-hour ones. But anyways, that's not. But I do a lot of the commissions, so they all got kind of like we're leveling up slowly and surely. And they're now at the point where I got, and I'll show you what's my setup is looking like. Because of the event and gold is, I don't have a lot of gold. I kind of did some purchases. I need to make sure I preserve my gold. So I definitely want this. That's a good ship. And of course, I go ahead and like, there's better ships out there than this, but all my characters have gear. So let's kind of do this all. This is like my morning ritual. Plus, also this right here. This also upgrades a lot of my ship girls, and I use this to get them up to 105 bare minimum. And then after that, of course, I rely on using maps and just kind of leveling them up that way. So let's go ahead, and I have more than enough for the set. Looks like it's just a training room. I mean, okay. I don't know about that. I like my my bathhouse theme. I've had this forever. The only other theme I have, let's go ahead and check it out, is, I forgot how to switch over to it. I forgot how to switch to the, okay, yeah, can I get to that at all? I forgot how to do that. Oh, that's right. Okay. So this is my second one, another bathhouse theme. I basically combine all the everything. I had a tub so that they can just kind of bathe whenever and wherever. So that's my second floor. I just like that. Anyways, so, but yeah, I want to show you this. This is not what I was going to do. We're going to go do Gacha, but we go all the way down to the bottom of the list. 98. If I go ahead and select just not maximum, and not worried about anyone like 110 or above, everyone else is like locked into either cognitive awakening or cognitive awakening plus. So I'm just looking at those that are just not maximum yet, and of course that includes anyone who I unlocked at 120. And she, Dimitri here, should have been, I should have kept her in the cognitive awakening, but I accidentally unleashed her beforehand, so normally I don't do that. But if we look at all who are 98 and below, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, So 8 at 7, that's 56. 58. 58 girls are below level 100. And so that's pretty fucking significant, I think. But either way, so I'm slowly, and by the way, I have the last elites. The last of the elites are getting leveled up in the dorm. And so when they hit 100, then I'll only have rares and commons that are below 100. So that's a very big accomplishment, and I'm, in my humble opinion. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and start just kind of pulling. There's other places where I can get some more gold, but I want to go ahead and try to get those that are available in the gacha. All right, origami right off the bat. Panic, accomplishes nothing. I'll do the utmost to resolve the situation. I am origami. Tabichi? Yeah, Tabichi. Former AST Master Sergeant. Well, that's a little bit of spoilers. Like, I'm still at where she is, AST Master Sergeant. May I ask you to state your affiliation and rank? Oh, Commander. Affiliation, Azur Lane. Anyways, so this is actually one of my favorite characters so far. Now, as I said, I watched Stay Alive. I got past, I think, episode 6, which is like the obligatory bathhouse, the obligatory bathhouse episode that all anime has to have. And so I haven't really gotten into it. It's cringe, which is kind of sending me off. Is the main thing that's sending me off is the cringe of this guy trying to flirt with these girls, and the things that they're trying, like his sister and his sister organization are trying to get him to do is just very cringeworthy. And he's supposed to kind of like make all these girls fall in love with him so that they would be not as powerful and want to kill everything. So, and of course, she is on the force that's meant to kill those same things. It's basically they're called spirits, and so he's taming spirits by making them fall in love with him. He himself, the main character himself, I'm sure is also a spirit because he has spirit powers, and he has a definite love for his sister. Which, and of course, one thing that they mentioned one time is that before getting born the first time, they have no memories. So if he was gotten the very first time, like if his sister found her when he first appeared, it's very easy for her to make him fall in love with her as a sister and give him a story that he would just accept because he had no memories prior. So. And then perhaps just forget, as to why he forgot that he was even a spirit. That's another thing too. So we'll kind of like, that's my theory though. I'm a writer, so that's in the 6 episodes. I kind of figured out that there's something about him. He is also a spirit himself, because I want to say Kurumi, but his sister. I forgot her name right now. That's what I need to put up here. Let me go ahead, because I'm getting all mixed up. All right. Kotori. Kotori, his sister, has an organization. The main character is Shido. And so Kotori gave him said that, yeah, you're my big brother, like whatever. And so he agreed to it, fell in love with her, stealed his powers away, doesn't have any memory of him being a spirit, which I think is odd. But then Kotori says, hey, I have this organization. We need to go ahead and take these spirits, make them not as powerful, and we know that we can do that through, love. And my question was like, how do you know that? You know, how do you know that love can make a spirit not a life-threatening entity that needs to be killed? And the answer would be, well, Shido has these spirit powers. Maybe he's a spirit, and maybe he was the first one she tamed. That's how she knew it could work. So that's just after 6 episodes. Now, other than that, like the episodes are kind of disjointed. Not I say disjointed. It's they don't know what they're trying to do, whether it's action or comedy. They're kind of like doing it both, trying to do both, and just doing both kind of in a bad way. I haven't laughed really once, except for with Origami here. Now, I like Origami because she is basically the token Rei Ayanami of this series. I was a big fan of Rei Ayanami, the emotionless girl and stuff like that. So we'll go on, move to the next one. But she is emotionless, but you know that she is a closet pervert. Like when he was forced to flirt with her as practice and ask her out. Couple things that the Shido said, the main character, is that he was like, we have, we have so much in common. I like you. I want to go out with you. And then she goes, yeah, me the same. She was totally obsessed with him, obviously, well before that point, because she noticed him. Like it was a big deal because she was a very popular student, and she noticed him right away. Someone who's essentially a nobody, but she fell in love with him really quickly, and obviously behind the scenes noticing him for a while. So when he's like, flirting with her, she's all receptive, and then he starts throwing out outlandish things like, I sneak into your is not lockers and sniff your gym clothes. And she goes, me too. And he goes, wow, we have so much in common, and then of course when he finally visited her at her house because she had something that he needed for plot reasons, and she immediately tried to drug him with what I assume was a combination of an energy drink and an aphrodisiac, because she wanted him prepared. And then she proceeds to go take a shower, and comes out in nothing but a towel. Now he of course shut that down by telling her not to go killing spirits, which is what she's trained to do, and kind of made her mad because she doesn't like spirits because spirits killed her parents. But she was ready to go from the get-go. I mean, he goes, hey, how about we just go to you? Like the first time he had that talk and kind of flirted with her, and she said that thing, she goes, hey, you want to just leave school and go to your house and fuck? And she'd probably go, yeah, sure, why not? And so she's like the perverted Rei Ayanami, and that's what I like about her is that there is like Rei Ayanami was just like she was dedicated to the mechs in Evangelion, but she was. That's it. That's like her only really defining feature is that she was willing to kill herself or die, defeating angels in Evangelion, and that's about it. She was just, and there's no real other thing. You couldn't read her because she has no emotions. This one at least has like a nice little funny personality quirk, which is weird coming from someone with absolutely zero emotion. So that's why I like her. So I'm glad I have her. Now, we were trying to get Toka. And who is? Hold on a second. Let me check real quick. Let me go check something real quick. All right. So the twins are the ones you buy. That means they're the 0.5. I couldn't really read it in the build. My eyes are getting worse, I swear. But so we want Origami, we want Toka, we want Kotori. We want all 3 of those in this gacha. It'd be nice if we get the twins, but I'm not going to push it because there's 2 other ways I can get those twins. So let's go ahead and try another one. And I'm going to keep on doing watching Date Alive until I see Kurumi, because before I even knew anything about anyone, I knew about Kurumi. Again, her appearance is just, Toka, cool, okay. So Toka's the CA. As far as CAs goes, not bad. All these ships, for the most part, were really good. Some worse than others. She was actually more of the lackluster versions. but she's a good tank for the fleet. So that's there's that. Identify Saya, are you my enemy? Perhaps not. Could this be a different world entirely? No wonder I've seen so many unfamiliar things. Regardless, my name is Toka. I don't know where she got that last name, because she wasn't given the last name. She didn't have a name until she was given the name Toka, which is the the date that they first met. Let me see what Toka meant. I was like, it was either the month or the day. 10th day of the month. Okay. 10th day of the month. Yeah, so she was named 10th day of the month. And so she didn't have a name for that. So my question is, where the hell did she get her last name? She should have one. She just made Toka. Never explained it. She just all of a sudden transferred into school. I guess she got transferred into school. She had to have a last name because they would raise questions. So she was probably given that arbitrarily by Katori so that she could be close to Shido. So I guess that makes sense. But my name is Toka Yotogami. It's an important name, so you best remember it. I suppose I'll be in your world for the time being. On that note, I'm hungry. Do you have anything to eat? She eats a lot. So, I do know that. So nothing major else other than Toka. So we just need Katori. So this is actually going swimmingly. So I got 2 out of the 3 mandatory gacha characters. Let's go turn off. I don't want to see this again. And explodes. Takes off your face.
少年、あなたが指揮官？言っておきますが、あんたが指揮官。君はこの私はネバダ。ロンドン級の末っ子。
So nothing. I got nothing on that run. Okay. I also have to kind of pretend to be doing work here, so if I go silent or don't do anything, I'm like looking at something on my computer screens. All right. So Katori. Come on, Katori. Be nice if I get the twins, but I'm not really worried about that. Got plenty of cubes, and I can definitely build it up for 400 for the UR event coming in December. Okay, another Toka. That's good. I like extras, especially if, all my characters are also fully limit broken because, of course, they're all 98 and above. Well, all except for the newest PR. Now, how many? Oh, I got plenty of gold. I can do 2 more polls before I have to go and try to hunt down more. Now, I'm going to kind of make this a quick video because, again, I'm at work, but I want to do these polls and I want evidence that I participate in these polls. And, you know. Okay, another origami. That's not bad. I got some gold Bulins ready to limit break these people, but since we're getting six SRs today, that's a lot, and I don't have enough for all of them. So I'm probably gonna be pulling from this for a while now, even if I get all of them. I'll probably just do the obligatory 3 a day, but beyond that, I won't do anything more. Nevada is actually for a common battleship, and Oklahoma's not bad too, but for a common battleship like Nevada right here, I do really like Nevada. Like for a common, she was pretty powerful, and yeah, she gets power creep very easily, even if you retrofit her. But like for some of the beginning levels, when you have nothing, she was solid. Probably the best common, if I have to go throw that out. Ship in the game, and of course you retrofit her up to rare, which makes her even better. And she's also kind of like pretty high up there, even on the rare lists. But again, yeah, that's like for beginners. All right, so I am out of cash. Let me see if I can go ahead. Let's do the dailies, the daily raids. Always good for some extra cash. All right, don't have enough. So let's see here. Where I'm like trying to think, where can I get money? I like looking at these sometimes because they will go ahead like this right there, 880. That would take all my gems. And I want to use them for these guys because I'm at 12,000, so I'm not that bad. So let's see here. 15. So it gives me enough for one more 10 pull on the banner. But then it just destroys my my gems. So I don't think I want to do that. Now, if I were to kind of do this though. So I got 8. I have to do it 3 times. 300 for 9 or 450. Okay. I don't have a lot of. You know what? Get that so it's not like scrolling through everything. So I still need to get Kotori. The twins, of course. Accumulation. Let me show you the accumulation events. Accumulation is Yoshino. Marked at 10,000, of course. So it is a loyalty point base. Okay. So yeah, okay. So she Kurumi does come loyalty based. So it's not so much missions. Again, I guess there was some like issue like on side stories. All right, there's the gear. There's the augment modules. Make sure you get all these augment modules. They will only come back if and when this gets replayed, and it's not a guarantee that these will get reran. But either way, so that's all I can do. Come on, I want to do more, and so I'm like, I'm just gonna go through my daily BS. Oh, hee. Yeah, beyond you, I don't care about anyone else. And then my current ones are better than her, so I'm going to go ahead. I do want to make sure, not good. And yeah, I have better justices than she, so she's nothing special. They get all eaten. That's why he's a fat little kitty. But so that's all I can do. Let me see here. I'm looking to try to grab as much coinage as possible here. I think I'm just going to have to play the events. Yeah. You know what? Hold on. I'm at 10,000 now. I get 2 of them. Yellow. All right. We got one more pull. We're going to go and do one last pull. So right before the event, I updated the gear on another origami. Good. I updated my gear on my PvP team, and I shouldn't have done that, but I couldn't resist. I had like what gear I should have and what levels, and so I just spent and leveled up and yeah, spent money before a major event like this. But either way, it's going to go on for 2 weeks. I have time to get money. I usually spam these pretty frequently, so I'll get more money every and work on getting Katori. It's the only one I don't have so far. Need the twins, but the twins can drop from the last map, as well as it can drop from the last map, as well as be bought in the store. Then we got Yoshino as the accumulation prize, the milestone accumulation prizes, and then of course we got Kurumi, which is kind of an honor system thing, loyalty system. So just kind of basically do what I normally do, is just grind levels, and you grind levels, you get loyalty points that will go ahead and unlock her permanently. She's not going anywhere, so I'm of course going to go and give her gear. But again, please go check out Azur Lane Meta's a very good data mine. Kind of explains what you need to know from these characters, and for the most part, what you need to know of the event. Now, the event itself, I'm going to go ahead and show you this real quick. It's a accumulation thing. I'm going to skip you because. I don't usually do the stories because the stories are boring. But basically, as a server, we have to unlock these zones. So I'm going to go ahead and contribute a lot to that throughout the day. But this is server-wide unlocks Sector 1. And then we fly into Sector 2, then Sector 3, Sector 4, Sector 5. Okay, fair enough. And Sector 1 is only 7% unlocked. Lovely. That's going to be interesting. All right, so that's it. That's all I can show for now. What's in here? Oh, yeah, rental outfits. So all the characters have dynamic skins. They're all beach themed, swimsuits themed. Oh, right. Those are the race skins. So, either way. So that's all I'm going to go ahead and do for now. So I want to go ahead and thank you guys. We're going to go ahead and kind of make sure I'm like, hey, look at this. Why am I looking offside? All right. So we're going to go ahead and end there. But thank you guys for joining me. It's a very quick stream. Just kind of go and try to see what I can get. The Day Alive event is going on now. Go ahead, play it. The characters, for the most part, the characters are must pickups. All right, I'm looking all over the place, but yeah, most of the characters are must pickups in some way, shape, or form. If you're going to use these characters, you must get their augment modules. They are also available for pickup through various means in the event shop. It's either an event shop or accumulation points or some other event going on. They usually make it very easy to get them. They're free items, and they do boost these guys a lot. So go ahead and grab them. Have fun out there, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
I have a headache.
I'm sorry.